From the 100.5 and 790 newsroom, this is WSGW News.
29 degrees at 6:05. Good evening, I'm Jonathan Dent. Bay City Public Schools are being sued for allegedly turning a blind eye to the bullying of a disabled student. The lawsuit claims the 11th grade student, who was permanently disabled in a 2009 car crash, has been harassed and discriminated against by 18 classmates since 2019. The suit also alleges several complaints were filed with teachers and school staff, but no remedial action was taken against the classmates. The suit is seeking $75,000 in damages, plus other costs and attorney fees. A Saginaw Township man was arraigned last Friday on charges of possession of child pornography. 20-year-old Sebastian Kane Dombrowski-Carazana was arrested recently after police learned he was allegedly viewing child sexually abusive material on the internet. An investigation led to digital evidence being seized from his home by the State Police Computer Crimes Unit Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force. Dombrowski-Carazana is charged with aggravated possession of child sexually abusive material. Parents are encouraged to speak with their kids about the safe use of the internet. Anyone with information on possible child sexual exploitation can report it to the cyber tip line at missingkids.org. Michigan State Police are encouraging people to stay home if they can, as driving becomes more and more dangerous.
2 inches of snow, a quarter inch of ice on the roadway. It doesn't matter if you have a four-wheel drive, a two-wheel drive, an all-wheel drive, or even a no-wheel drive. You're stuck. So you need to make sure that if you do go out during those icy conditions, that you're super, super cautious.
First Lieutenant Michael Shaw reminds Michiganders to put together an emergency preparedness kit for power outages. He also says if you're using a generator, keep it outside and away from your home. WSGW News Time is 6:07. The weather forecast is coming up.
WSGW, your source for local news and information in the Great Lakes Bay region. 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW.
WSGW News Time is 6:08. A Bay County man who purchased a scratch-off lottery ticket shouted with excitement when he realized he'd won the big prize. The 69-year-old, who wants to remain anonymous, says he and his wife usually play different games. They bought a few different tickets at the Marathon gas station at 3790 Euclid Avenue in Bay City, and his wife scratched off the coding on the Black Pearls game. They were both shocked to see the $500,000 prize. The couple claimed the prize and plans to help family members and save the remainder. Former reality TV star and patriarch of a large family in Tuscola County, William Putman, is suing the county following a stay at the jail last year. Putman of Meet the Putmans was arrested and convicted for attacking two men and spent 30 days in jail. He filed a federal lawsuit against the county, claiming jail staff withheld necessary medication for a heart condition and even withheld water from him. The suit claims that those actions were taken in retaliation for being outspoken in opposition to a $42 million bond proposal for a new county jail, which was defeated by voters last November. The lawsuit also names Sheriff Glenn Scrent, correctional healthcare companies, and the employees of both entities. State representatives on the House Appropriations Committee are learning about the Blue Oval Battery Park planned for Marshall, Michigan. It's a $3.5 billion plant, and there are plans to hire 2,600 workers. State Representative Timothy Beeson of Bay City is concerned about finding workers since that's something other companies have been having trouble with. Michigan Economic Development Corporation CEO Quentin Messer responds.
We need to increase our labor force participation rate, and we need to find out what are those constraints that are preventing people from presenting themselves into and making themselves available for employment. There are a variety of different things. Some of them, this body will be able to work with the executive branch to see if there's elder care and child care. That's one thing that, have constrained people.
Ford plans to open the plant in 2026. Stay tuned. We've got much more coming up on the Evening Roundup.
Hi, this is Mike Avery. You know you can hear my outdoor magazine show Sunday mornings, 9 till noon on WSGW. But now there's another option. Saturday morning, 6 till 9. Tune in for the latest outdoor news and information, hunting and fishing tips, wildlife and conservation issues, even some wild game cooking. That's Outdoor Magazine now on Saturday mornings too, 6 till 9, right here on WSGW 790 AM and 100.5 FM.
Wall Street closed broadly unchanged today after the release of the Fed minutes. In New York, the Dow Jones Industrial Average and the S&P 500 closed lower while the Nasdaq finished higher. Stocks of local interest are mixed. AT&T 1938 up 17, CMS 6081 down 35, Dow 5701 up 17, DuPont 7291 down a nickel, Corteva 6194 up 188, HP 2908 down 8, Huntington Bank 1493 down a dime, Independent Bank 2232 down 13, Lumen Technologies 370 up a nickel, Home Depot 296.30 up 80, Walmart 144.24 down 309, GM 40.89 down 24, Trinzio 24.08 down a quarter, and the price of a barrel of oil slid by $2.31, closing at $74.25 per barrel. This is Steve Anderson from Baird & Company in Saginaw and Midland, wishing everyone a great night and even greater returns.
News coverage.
Michigan State University, several victims of a shooting.
You either care about protecting kids or you don't.
No one thinks that we're coming back to a normal week.
News.
Here in East Palestine,
consider using bottled water.
This is just turning into one nightmare.
News.
Inflation number
up 0.5%.
The Chinese are not our friend.
They'll do whatever it takes to beat us.
Nikki Haley.
News coverage.
And the Kansas City Chiefs
On WSGW.
Good evening. This is the WSGW Farm Final for Wednesday, February the 22nd, 2023. In Chicago today, plenty of negatives on the Chicago Board of Trade. It was a tough day. Over on the Mercantile Exchange, we also saw some negative prices. As far as our weather, that's the headline for today. We've seen quite a bit of precipitation as we've moved through the day today. Snow, heavy at times, has been a regular feature of our late afternoon weather, and it does appear as though it's going to continue as we move into the nighttime hours. Might be a little bit of sleet and freezing rain mixed in, but for the most part, we're looking for quite a bit of snow here in the Great Lakes Bay area, and the winds will be picking up in intensity coming out of the northeast as we go into the evening hours. We'll take a look at that forecast and how long all of this is going to continue. But first, wheat finishing down 14 at Star of the West this afternoon. Cass City Rapson as well as Frankenmuth looking at the white wheat at 697, the red wheat at 647. New crop down 12, 732 for the white wheat, 682 for the red. Corn down 7, Cass City and Frankenmuth at 619. New crop down a nickel at 532. The soybeans down 9 in Frankenmuth 1465. New crop down 3 at 1331. Over in the thumb area 1460 on the nearby soys with a new crop at 1326. Sun sat this evening just a few minutes ago at 6:16. You didn't see it, and you won't see sunrise tomorrow morning at 7:23 because we'll have plenty of clouds, snow showers all the way through the nighttime hours. A little bit of ice mixed in early tomorrow morning will only drop down to about 26. Tomorrow, our high temperature will be in the afternoon. It'll be over 35, and in some cases, we will approach 40 degrees tomorrow. So whatever precipitation we get, it will be frozen in the morning hours. But as we move into the afternoon, we'll see everything taper off a little bit. That low-pressure system will be over Toledo and then moving into the New England states by midnight tomorrow night. As a result, we're going to see some very cold temperatures overnight on Thursday night. So we're going to get some flash freezing going on, 7 for a low tomorrow night. Friday, with some sun, 19 for a high, 10 for a low. And then as we move into the weekend, we're going to be looking at temperatures, on Saturday in the low 30s, then on Sunday, the upper 30s. Monday, the middle 40s. We will have a system moving in, affecting our weather on Sunday night. With a temperature in the low 20s on Sunday night, we're going to have some freezing precipitation along with some snow after midnight, and that'll turn into just plain old rain during the day on Monday. Tuesday, upper 30s with partly cloudy skies. That's it for our closing prices this evening. Join us tomorrow for the early morning edition at 5:30 and your first look at the markets at 11:40 on WSGW.
Check out the WSGW Sports Broadcast page on WSGW.com. Want to know when and which WSGW station you can hear the Tigers, Red Wings, Michigan football and basketball, Saginaw Spirit hockey, and SVSU football? Click on the Sports Broadcast box on WSGW.com.